everybody, welcome to this episode of SK Diecast Talks. In this episode, we're going to take a look at a very special car, the Nissan Skyline R34 in the Hornet avatar. Now, this is a very special car and a lot of collectors are crazy about this particular model. So this is a collaboration between MiniGT, Kaido House, and of all people, Tamiya. So this car has a great backstory, and we're going to take a look at what Tamiya is doing here with MiniGT and Kaido House in this collaboration. So we're going to discuss why this particular livery, why the name Hornet, and what exactly is the connection between these three collaborators. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the video where I'm going to unbox and talk about this car. All right, so here we are, the Hornet by Kaido House, MiniGT, and Tamiya. So as usual, let's take a quick look all around the box, and then we will quickly do the unboxing, review, and more importantly, the backstory. So I just love some of these MiniGT boxes. They've come out quite well, especially when MiniGT keeps the colors to a minimum. So as usual, they've done a very nice white box that is beautifully in contrast with the dark livery of the car, the branding, the Hornet and its logo. And here we have the description. So it says metal body and chassis, alloy wheels, rubber tires, opening hood, detailed engine. And over here is the number which says 093. But however, there's a double slash. I'm not very sure what this double slash is. So if any of you know what this is about, please leave a note in the comments. I would also like to learn what this is. So the left side of the box is just Hornet and the logo. Over here, once again, the collaborators and the Hornet logo. On this side is just Kaido House, and this are basically the same side. So on the bottom of the box, we have the standard warnings. And then we have the TSM hologram, and then we also have the Nissan licensing that's mentioned over here. So let's quickly take a look at what these three have done. So Kaido House, MiniGT. Now Tamiya is the most important link to this car and its livery. So I'm going to talk about it as soon as I unbox and review the car. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so here is another smart reference to the Hornet. So it says anytime baby. So this is quite nostalgic. So I'm going to tell you in a little while what this means, anytime baby. So let's take a look there. So let's get it out and let's see how good this looks. Just look at that. That's really nice. It's very shiny on the sides, dull on some places, but overall looks really beautiful. So let's pull it out. So here we go. There is the car, the Hornet. So looks very nice actually. First impressions are very nice. Lot of stickers, lot of things to talk about this car. So let's now go in depth and take a look at each of the features in this car. All right, now that we've unboxed the car, let's take a look all around. So first of all, this car is a bit glossy on the roof and on the doors, and the other side is a mild gloss, especially on the carbon fiber parts. So it's got a very wide body kit, and it's got deep dish wheels. More or less, it's the same build as all the other Kaido House MiniGT collabs. So there is nothing really new in there. But however, we are going to talk specifically about the livery right now. So that is where things are getting interesting. So let's take a look at the livery of this car. So it's got this beautiful orange and yellow stripes, the Hornet branding, and it's got off-roader over there, and it's got the Hornet logo, and it's also got the Tamiya branding over here. And we are looking at a lot of other small brands that are there, Promatic, 100% Kaido House, and all of that. But there are two important things to note here. One is the 7 that is there, and then this Anytime Baby on the rear, right? Plus the yellow and orange stripes. So let's take a quick look at what this is. In the early 1980s, so Tamiya started making these radio controlled cars, and they had made quite a few of them. So there was something called as the Frog, there was the Falcon, there was the Grasshopper, and last but not the least, there was the Hornet, which is what you're seeing on the screen right now. So this was a 1984 remote controlled car or radio controlled car that was meant to do professional off-road racing. So this was the era when RC racing was just at its beginning and there was no off-road category. And Tamiya made this, and as you can see here on the image, the same livery, the number 7, the Hornet, the yellow stripes and all of that. So this was the inspiration behind the Skyline that we are seeing today. So this was an assemble yourself kit that came where someone who buys it has to actually put together everything, including the motor, the transmission, the body, paint the body, do the decals. So it was a do-it-yourself kit called as the Hornet. So let's take a couple of minutes to see the original 1984 advertisement of the Hornet.
This scene features the Hornet, a high-quality, high-performance off-road buggy that will amaze you with its competition abilities. Emphasis was placed upon lightweight, low center of gravity, and extreme stability. Power comes from the famous Mabuchi RS 540 motor, the choice of champions. Stability is achieved with the newly engineered rigid rolling rear axle and the coil over oil-filled rear dampers. This, in concert with the straight-ribbed front and rear spiked tires, provides the performance to win on any off-road circuit. Made from high-quality engineering plastics, the Hornet will provide continuous high performance with a minimum of maintenance. The highly detailed Lexan body is almost indestructible and easy to paint and decorate with the Tamiya line of polycarbonate paints. Quick turnaround during pit stops is assured with the one-touch battery access panel without having to remove the body. Look at that power. And it was built to withstand continuous rugged use. The Hornet. The adjustable front coil suspension system. The rolling rigid rear axle. Oil-filled shock absorbers. Heavy-duty gears with a competition differential. For even more performance, the optional ball bearings can be used in place of the kit-furnished plastic bearings.
Well, I hope that gave you a very clear idea. So this Skyline is actually a tribute to the legendary 1984 Hornet radio-controlled off-road racing car. So that's why these clever references are given all across. So you can see the off-roader that is there. Now you know the reason why this Hornet is there. And this Anytime Baby is also there. So I'm sure you must have seen in the a couple of videos that I had put in and images, there's Anytime Baby featured in the original Hornet's rear spoiler. And Shizuoka, which is mentioned here in the number plate, is actually Tamiya's headquarters. So that's why that is featuring in the number plate over here. So I guess that was quite an insightful video for you guys to understand why the Hornet is called as it is called. So a quick look at the car. On the other features, lovely rolling deep dish wheels, the yellow roll cage, the yellow headlight inserts, the beautiful carbon fiber work everywhere, right from the splitter to the bonnet to the boot, everywhere. The carbon fiber work is just lovely. And then the tail lamp inserts are also nice. They protrude a little out of the body to give it that depth effect. So all in all, I think this is a wonderful piece by Tamiya, by MiniGT and Kaido House. And the base, as usual, as in all Kaido House MiniGT collabs, is the chameleon base, which looks really, really good as usual. So that's it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed a little blast from the past. And until I see you next time, over and out.